Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm Jeannie Street, right here on the fabulous KBJB radio. How are you tonight, everybody? I'm just all jazzed up, and I'm very excited to be here. So I want to know how you are. The number here is 646-891-5252. Hey, Casey, how you doing over there tonight?
I am doing awesome over here tonight. Such a beautiful day today. How could you not be in a great mood?
Yeah, it's a really beautiful day. So tonight we got a pretty big topic, right? I'm going to be talking about what the departed want you to know. And so it goes in our theme this month of that whole energy, dying from the perspective of the deceased. So, what they want you to know. And so tonight's show, we're going to talk about exactly what they want you to know, why they want you to know it, and how it's come through, time and time again through thousands of different readings. So we're going to talk about that. I've got my wellness tip, and I'm going to take your calls because we're live tonight.
Whoop,
yes.
Whoop.
Last week we were in the studio and we did the live remote taping, and let me tell you, the energy in that room was unbelievable. We had almost 30 people when all was said and done, and it was a great time, right, Casey? It was just fabulous.
I enjoyed it. You're so right. There was just this combined energy, and also support towards Luann and Cooper.
Definitely, and they did, and so Cooper did an amazing job. If you guys haven't listened to the show, definitely go back and look at that podcast. And by the way, we're really sorry. We've had a little problem with the link to Facebook, so for some reason the show hasn't been automatically posting, so we're going to go back and fix that. But if you ever have a problem finding the show, you can get the Angels Don't Lie app. It's free. All the shows will be right on your phone. You can listen anytime. And we're on iTunes and iHeartRadio and all those places. And also on YouTube. What'd you say?
Spotify.
That's
where the millennials hang out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. You millennials, we're on Spotify. Us olden people, we just try everything until we find it.
Yeah. Give me an app, something nice and easy. Bam, it's there.
Yeah. And I actually really like YouTube as well. I never liked it as much as I do now because you can pretty much YouTube anything and find out how to fix things.
Absolutely.
I found this so helpful. When I was when I set up in Spirit, and when I opened the space, my husband had hurt his knee, so I had to do a lot of the work because we remodeled. So I had to look up how to spackle the right way, and yeah. So, oh yeah, Jeannie can do that. I did it. I spackled. I sanded. I did so much stuff. Today I actually had the power tools out because I was going to change our lock on the front door, and then it just pretty much occurred to me that it is not going to happen because that was a little bit more. It's a little bit out of my range there. Changing that doorknob, not a thing that I think I can do. Because how do you get the cover plate off?
It's only 4 screws and it falls apart.
But you don't see. There's no screws, so you have to pull that cover plate off.
Yes, there's usually a little clip underneath in the bottom that you can't see, or it's somewhat hidden. So you do that.
And then I was kind of worried about, and then I was like, it's a different size. The one we have is one of those fancy longer handles, and this is just a basic. Anyway, so I walked away from it. I put the power tool away, and I said, I'm going to get some little help on this one. But, yeah. But usually I'm pretty good. Oh, so the old wife is traveling there tonight.
Well, actually, I think there was a 7:00 show and a 10:30 show, so she might actually be on stage right now.
Right now.
Right.
Woo! Go, Kathy. Don't break a leg.
Party here tonight at the Johansson Ranch.
Oh, yeah, right? The wife's away.
Yeah, wife's away.
You're going to get busy?
Out of town. I'll be asleep at 9
my
o'clock.
God. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. What is she saying? Somebody's texting me. Hold on. Hey, are you channeling my girl? The handyman. That's really funny. Hey, Gina, how are you? Thanks for listening. Yeah, I'm actually, because I got my nails done the other day and I sat next to, I don't know if you guys remember that show, Home Improvement, with Tim, the Toolman Taylor.
That was
Do you
awesome
remember that show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got kind of a reboot of it.
Yeah, well, I actually sat next to his wife on the show. So we had a little bit of a conversation. So
awesome.
Yeah. That's where it's coming from. I used to love that show. It was a fun show. So, anyways, I was also going to ask everybody if you wouldn't mind to please send a prayer to my friend Sue. Her mom is having some health concerns, and it's been a really kind of a rough road for her, and she could really use the support and the love, and as well as for her mom. Her mom could use the love too. So if you wouldn't mind sending a little prayer out, I know that would be appreciated. Beautiful. Yeah. All right, Casey, what else do we have coming up? Oh, Friday night, you guys. Friday night, this Friday, we're going to do a reading under the stars. I'm super excited about this. It's going to be at Harry Brook Park, and it's benefiting the park, which, you know, I love. I love my charity work. So it's benefiting Harry Brook Park here in New Milford. We're going to be outside. They do have a pavilion in case it rains, and I think it's going to be a really magical night. So we're really looking forward to it. KBJB's is sponsoring the event, and Casey's going to be there. KJ's going to be there. I, of course, will be there. And the question is, will you be there?
Be there, be
so
square.
We want you there. Come on, get your tickets. I just posted a link both on In Spirit Healing Studios Facebook page. I put it on my business page, my personal page, and I put it in the Angels Don't Lie group. So it's all over the place. You can also find it on the website, inspirithealingstudio.com. And we have so many events coming up. I was doing that kind of work today. I was working on the websites, getting everything lined up. And today I put all the information in for Soulful Saturday because we are getting that ready, and that's November 10th. It's crazy that we're talking about fall stuff already, right?
It's crazy. Well, even leaves are falling. I see some leaves falling.
No,
so.
I can't talk about that though. What I can talk about is how amazing Soulful Saturday is. So we do have tickets up there already. We have the beginnings of the speakers, but I don't have all the information. So you'll see that there's some spaces that aren't filled out yet. But we're going to have actual great workshops that you can attend. So it'll be a full day, lunch, everything. So we also have vendors, and if you have a business and you're a spiritual-minded person, you'd like to have a table, you can contact me at jeanniestreet.com, and we will definitely hook you up. And that's what I have to say about that. What else? Boom. I can't believe August is like flying by.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, so I know. So let me give you the number again, 646-891-5252. That's the number to call tonight. And I'm going to tell you a little story. Are you ready for your little story, Casey?
I am ready.
So last week when we did the live reading, it's always so cool to do these live readings and to, connect people to their loved ones on the other side. And it's so emotional and it's so beautiful at the same time. So during this reading, I went from interview mode and then into reading mode. So I actually had to dim the lights, and we did a little meditation, which I think everybody enjoyed, except for the video camera that you guys were doing. Sorry about that, Casey. But what happened was, when you're reading, souls will piggyback on each other as they come through. So one woman's father was coming through, and he was bringing all this information, and then another woman's father came through, and he was standing behind her left shoulder, and the way he came through was this, he was a little quiet, but then he was so so tall and so I feel like his presence was so strong. And what he wanted to tell was his daughter was that she was safe, and that he was sorry for how he treated her. He was showing all his personality about how he was in the logic state and the things that were important to him. And the takeaway for this, again, for me, is he spoke to her about forgiveness. He spoke to her about her ability to move on past the trauma. And, depending on how you want to say that, maybe it's not as severe as what you would call trauma, but how she could move past the energy of who he was in life to allow him to come through in this love form. So when our loved ones, cross over, this is how they are. They're these purified souls. They're no longer maybe filled with anger or frustration or judgment. The personalities will come through letting me know who they are just so I have that connection, but that's not who they are anymore in essence because the soul's been purified. So, they want us to go and live our best life. They want us to go forward and to heal these pains that are keeping us stuck. And we don't always see our own pain. We can't always recognize it because we are knee deep in it. So that's why the readings are so powerful and so important, and why I take them so seriously. I take my work, I take it very seriously because it's life-changing. It's life-changing. So you watch people leave, you watch people connect, you watch people feel the energy, and it's so beautiful, right? Everybody's hugging afterwards, and they're talking, and they're in awe. And then, of course, there are people that are shying away. They don't want to talk. They're not sure. They're going to take what they heard, and they're going to leave, and they're going to wait a little bit, which is fine. It just takes time sometimes. You're texting me, Casey? Well, I don't know why it's not coming up on my computer.
Yeah, we have a couple callers.
Casey.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt.
You're on a... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it didn't come up on my computer. It came up on my phone. All right, Casey, I am ready when you're ready.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I talking to?
Patty.
Patty? Hi, Patty. Where are you calling from?
New Milford, Connecticut.
Oh, very nice. How can I help you tonight?
I was just wondering if you could tell me if my biological father is around me.
Sure, I can definitely try. Had you ever met your biological father?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Well, I can't say that. I was about 2 years old when he left, so I don't have memories of him.
Okay. Very good. And was there some confusion around the relationship or around your parents? Or around, there's some confusion. That's what he shows me. Do you understand the confusion?
No, I don't really know much about him because I was so young when they got divorced and went separate ways that I don't really know much about their relationship.
What he's like I feel like there's a questioning.
Okay.
Is it a questioning of if he is your father or who was your father?
I'm basically wanting to know if he's passed away, if he's still with us, and if he has passed, does he come around me?
All right, so there's the questioning. I don't feel like he's departed, but there's like this, the angels are just bringing this like questioning energy to me because I feel like that tells the bigger story, but he's not like standing, like he's not coming through like saying, okay, yes, she's my daughter, this is what it is. It's the angels are bringing it forward and they're saying there's all this questioning and I do feel like a little bit of confusion about who he is, if that makes sense. So do you have the name correct?
His name is William.
Okay. So I'm just wondering why they're showing me this confusion.
Probably because I don't know him, and I would like to get to know him, and I do have questions that I would love to ask him if I could ever see him, but I didn't know if he was dead or alive, or So I'm confused. Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Okay, so it's not coming through as he's crossed over. The angels are kind of making me feel like, you can probably find him if you have the name. Like, you can do a search and seek that out.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like he would be that old. I kind of feel like, is he in his 80s?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I feel like he's not even that old, and because nowadays 80s is young compared to what it was years ago.
Right.
So, yes.
Oh,
I hope that's helpful, Patty.
Well, it's just hard searching because I just don't know. I don't even know where to begin on that. So, but I'll do my research. I'll see if I can find him.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, God bless.
All righty, bye-bye.
All right, that was interesting, right?
Yeah, definitely. Kathy and I watch a show, and I cry, which I don't like to admit, but it's called Long Lost Family. And so if Patty's still listening, she could reach out to that show, and they do help research to help find people and connect, and it just literally your heart goes crazy as these people have been apart for, like, twins split up or family members, or in a case where the child was young and the father left or put up for adoption, and it's just gut-wrenching and makes you so happy when they come together.
It's called Long Lost Souls?
Long Lost Family.
Oh, Long Lost Family.
Yeah, and it's on
Long Lost Family.
One of these TLC. So if you hear it, Patty, check them out. You might be able to send them a letter and get it, and they would help you.
There you go. There's always hope. There's always hope. Beautiful. Great. And did you say we have another caller?
Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect.
All right, let's go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Milford.
Very good. How can I help you tonight?
One of my friends just passed away, and I just wanted to know if he's around me or has any messages.
Sure. Can you just give me your friend's first name?
Doug.
Thank you so much. Is this the heart attack?
No.
Who's the heart attack for you? On the other side.
I'm not really sure.
It's definitely heart issues. Is somebody related to you having heart issues? Because it's like heart issues. They just keep coming up.
My cousin just had a heart transplant, but she's okay.
That's okay. It's just how they're coming through. And they usually pick something really big, so we know that something, that they are paying attention. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to connect with Doug and see if he's going to step forward. How was your connection with him? You were just friends?
Yeah, really good friends.
Okay. Was there I'm sorry, was there like a romancing? I don't know why he's saying the word romancing,
No.
but I don't feel like you were dating. What's the romancing?
No. That I don't know.
And I'm trying to understand. But you've known each other for a very long time?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I feel like, it's funny how he's got a great sense of humor. I don't know if like that romancing was like, fantasy, like younger, but then it was like more of friendship. Do you understand?
I think he had a crush on me when we first met, but nothing ever came of that.
And that's what I feel, but he's like laughing because he's pointing that out because he says that's how you'll know it's him. and I kind of feel like this almost like sibling type of relationship, just a really great connection that you guys had. Like,
yep.
Oh, I got to call, and I got to tell her this, or, I got to call and I got to tell him that. I feel like that's how the relationship was. Like, you were the first ones to know whatever was going on in each other's life. And I feel like time went by, like maybe there was a little distance, but nothing was ever different. It was always the same.
Right. Yep.
Gotcha. And he has a really, like, he's chuckling. He has a nice sense of humor, and he's just laughing. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like picking up the phone like he's going to still call you. So he's like, be ready. I'm going to call.
He can.
Yeah, don't be surprised, because I've heard some great stories from clients. One client's husband came and he removed all these weeds from her house. Literally, she was like, "Oh, I got to get this plant out. It's taking over the garden. I can't do it." And she went to bed. She was like, "Nope, I can't do it." And she got up in the morning and she sent me a picture. She's like, "I can't even believe it. All the weeds are gone. How did he do that?"
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's funny.
It's miracle. So yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. He's also saying thank you very much, and he's saying congratulations. I don't know what the congratulations are for. He said congratulations are in order.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you hold on to that. So he might be pre-telling you something. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to me. Yep.
Good. Thank you so much for calling in, Susan.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. That was a fun call.
It's nice to have a close friend like that.
Yeah. I love how he was coming through and letting us know how he was, like, younger, and I feel like that was a whole lot of fun. Beautiful. All right. So, where are we now? What are we talking about? We're going to talk about what the departed want us to know, right?
Yep, but we have one more caller.
Are you there?
We have another caller.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
I'm ready. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Jeannie!
Oh, who's this?
You're like, I'm tired of you, huh?
What are you doing, Karina?
Come on, I just had to call into the show because last week was so amazing. I mean, it was dope.
It really was great.
Yeah.
So Karina came to our live event, it was so nice because you guys, some of the listeners got to meet each other for the first time and see what they look like in person, and it was fun all the way around, right?
Yeah, and I got to see you, up close and personal. I think it is dope, because I talked to you for like a year and then you never even knew you like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got to meet my daughter. And you got to meet my daughter.
Oh yeah, she's cool. She's next. She's the number 2. She's street number 2.
She's street number 2.
Then I got to see Seabass. This is dope.
Yep.
Yeah. And all the stuff, just the people, how you vibe with other folks, that was pretty cool, too, to see up close and personal. I know they hear you talking and everything, but to see you is pretty cool.
I think the energy in person is, like, it's just different, right? Because you have that really personable, just that, I don't know, like, in-person connection. It's different than on the radio.
Yeah, because, I think it's more intense. Like, like, I know this is going to probably sound wild to you, but I'm going to say it so the viewers understand when I'm talking about, or the listeners. When I seen Jean, it was crazy. Like, she says, angels don't lie. And it's like she has, like, a glow. Like, I don't know if she knows she does, but I seen a glow. I don't know how I seen a glow or why I seen a glow, but I was like, oh, my goodness, look at her. She's like a little Buddha. This is wonderful, you know what I mean?
She's like a little Buddha. You crack me up.
I love it. So it was great.
We were actually thinking about maybe doing it like once a month and having that live experience for people. What do you think? You think that'd be a great idea?
Oh my goodness, that would be so awesome because, like I said, that and until they actually meet you and just feel your presence, they're not really getting. They think they're getting a lot, but they're getting nothing compared to seeing you in person. I think that would be awesome to give them a little piece of you. You know what I mean? Just to see you, in action. I think that's an amazing idea.
So that's our plan. We have to work out the details and how we're going to do it, but yeah, right, Casey?
Yeah,
I think it should be somewhat of a road show though too, besides just in spirit.
Yes, I think you should take it to different areas. I'd like to see you actually come around our way and get out of that neighborhood and bring you a little more multicultural. I'd like to see you come around the way because you may see something that you ain't seen before. Like, oh, hey, wait a minute, this is kind of crazy over here. What's going on? You know?
Yeah, I mean, we could do, but then the live experience for the radio show is that, or we do live group readings where it wouldn't be for the radio. I don't know which way is best.
Do a couple.
I think you could do both. I think you probably do that like maybe once a month type of thing, right? But for that special thing, you could do something maybe every, once every couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're only gonna catch her here. She's gonna, maybe 5 times a year. She's going to be here, here, and here. You pick a date, buy your tickets early, bow. You know what I'm saying? Now you get that different kind of feeling without the radio. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, but you could do a live feed though. That's different too.
So many ideas, so many options. It's mind-boggling. But we would love to hear from you guys, honestly, because we have ideas, but we'd like to know what you want and how you'd like to see it. So really, you can email us. You can email Jeannie at jeanniestreet.com. That's JEANNE at jeanniestreet.com, and let us know your ideas and what you'd like and where you're located and where you'd like to see us come to. Where you'd like Angels Don't Lie to come, and we'll work on it.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, though. I think you're doing a great service. People don't even understand. Like, I didn't even believe in none of this until I met you. Now I'm like, okay, this could be, there's some things. Okay, there's something going on. Oh, the street got going on, Mr. Street.
And your friend, your girlfriend that you brought with you, she was forever changed after last week's event too. Like, she said the same thing. She was like, she wasn't even going to come, and then she came, and she ended up like just absorbing it all, and she's like, I didn't know what I was missing. I didn't know I needed this in my life. And yeah, her world was rocked, which was really beautiful in a good way.
Yeah, and I told her, I said, because when, I guess I'm kind of persuasive anyway, but I told her, I said, it'd be a cool thing. All the things that she want to know just about her and what she's looking for. Sometimes you need somebody that knows better. I don't really know. I'm just learning myself a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And so the only person that could really teach you that stuff is, you. You need somebody. And you're actually, you're great at what you do. And you're cool, you're not all corny, so this is good.
You gotta keep it up. Well, Karina, I really appreciate you calling in and letting our listeners know, because I think it's important, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you took the ride and you came to the studio too.
Of course, no doubt. I enjoyed it, and thank you so much. And hey, you guys have a good night, okay?
Thank you too, sweetie. I'll
Bye,
talk to you
Karina.
soon.
Yeah. Bye, Seabass.
Casey, you said we have another caller?
Yeah, we have another caller ready to go.
I'm ready.
Go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Kim.
Hi, Sam. Where are you calling from?
No, it's Kim. Kim.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are you calling from, Kim?
New York. Paradox.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I had a little hard time hearing. I'll turn it right up. How can I help you tonight?
I just need to know about my dad, if he's at peace.
Sure. Can you just give me your dad's first name?
Jim.
Thank you very much. Your dad was the quick departure? He shows me like he left quickly. And he's a little bit of a talker. You get that?
Yep.
He's like, and he just feels like he could like grab anybody's ear and have a long conversation, and he feels like he's like telling a joke about himself. He's like, Jeannie, I was long-winded in life.
Yeah,
so he said nothing's changed. I'm still having really good conversations, and he has a little bit of a hoarse voice, a little raspiness, and I don't know if this was later in life for him.
Later in life.
Or yeah, it's just his way of letting you know he's good. And he gives me the thumbs up, like he's good. Like, don't worry about me, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Did he bet on the horses? He's bringing me to like a horse track.
He used to.
It's his way of letting you know he's still there. Like, yeah, I like that. It's all about the lucky numbers for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
another
beautiful.
question. My girlfriend, Annette,
Mm-hmm.
has she come through?
Well, we can certainly ask. And Annette has been gone for a while?
Yeah. She's been gone
Thank you.
5 years.
Thank you. And I feel like she had illness. I kind of feel poison throughout my body, so I don't know if it was cancer that she had, but it feels like toxic throughout her body.
She was, she OD'd on pills.
Okay. So just that whole complete toxin.
Yeah.
So she shines light all around you, as you are like, I feel like you're like an earth angel yourself. You're a caregiver. The light that you give to others, and she cries like around you, like letting me know how important you are. Do you understand that?
Yes.
She's and she's praising you. She's saying she's like, you're all good, and you. I feel like I don't know if you're praying for people or you just put people. You always put them like before yourself, and it's her way of letting you know that she's like so appreciative of everything that you did. And I do feel like she treated you kind of badly. And she says she's sorry. She said not kind of. She said I treated her with disrespect. And for that she's sorry.
She never has to be sorry.
It's her way. You know, souls they purify, and so they don't have any reason to hold on to their fear anymore. So they want to do that. That's what they want to give us. That's the number one thing. You know, even what we're talking about tonight, it is about that. Like, I'm free. I'm can forgive myself, and now I'm going to teach you that you can forgive as well.
What about Andy? Susan and Jen. My Andy.
How are you related? Because you're family?
Yeah, I'm his second wife. He used to call me all the time. His best friend.
Okay. Because I'm like, why is it like their family? Like, okay. Okay. And he's saying like the Andy show. Do you understand that?
Yep.
I feel like. And are you the cackling girls? Like, I just feel like there's all this laughing going on, and I feel like there's all this storytelling, and
Yep.
oh my gosh, he's like cracking up. He's like, oh, they're having one heck of a girl time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's smiling at all this. He's really happy that the stories are coming out, that there actually is a real conversation happening, and that his wife is able to move on a little bit, that she's not so stuck in the grief, and he's grateful for that. He's grateful for you for helping her to move forward. Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Jean.
Oh, you're most welcome, and God bless, because I know that you have some.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Bye.
All right. Take care. Oh, that was beautiful. She had a lot of people come through for her, huh?
There are lots of friends over on the other side.
I know. Kim is popular. Which is a nice thing to be, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so, let's talk about what your departed loved ones want you to know. And, guys, if you want to watch, I do have a video series on this whole topic, and there's 4 different videos. The final one is going to be released next Friday. But basically, and there's a free workbook with this as well. You can also find it on Goddess University. I will tell you that. So this whole series that I'm doing is what the departed want you to know is how you can live your best life, how you can release the judgments, the anger, and the fear, the things that are keeping you from really enjoying and receiving that abundance. We don't realize that we actually stop our own abundance from coming in, which is crazy, but we stop it from coming in by holding on the pain of the past. So our loved ones want us to know it's about releasing. It's about letting go. It's about turning over and giving it to God. Forgiveness sets us free. I know I've said it so many times and I could be a broken record, but it really is true. So time and time again, as I'm doing these readings or healing sessions, this is how they're showing up. This past week, I had a really big session with a woman who had come to see me, and her father had departed, and all these complicated issues with their relationship. He came through, first to say, I love you. Here's my personality. We connected to how he departed, and then he started to talk about the lack of his good parenting skills, the lack of what he was able to do for his daughter and support her in her life. And as we worked even further, we got into what was happening with her body, how this pain was actually affecting her well-being from not being able to, really release it. And even though she loves her father, that hasn't changed. She loves him and she adored him, and she had done lots of therapy to work through a lot of her trauma. And some of her trauma wasn't even associated completely with him. But what happens energetically is our body doesn't know the difference, and it has trigger points, it has memory points. And so sometimes things will get complicated and confused, and we don't know how to release it. So we worked through a healing session. We did some energy work. We used the singing bowl and a breath technique in order to release, so she could have some freedom to have some movement of that energy, letting it go and turning it over without playing the story over and over. Forgiving on another level is what she was able to do during the session. And her father was helping her. He was standing by her side. He was showing up for her in a way he could never have in life. And, just saying, you can do this. You can feel better now. That's what our loved ones want for us. That's life-changing. So in the free workbook that I have, which it's really a valuable tool. Casey, you're going to love it because it's so great. It's got all these great journal prompts in there, information that will help you to work through those layers to release one at a time. And healing work is not for sissies, right? It's not for people that aren't ready to do that you work. You have to be ready, and it's not going to happen until you do the work yourself. You can't have anybody else do it for you. You can go to therapy and therapy and therapy and therapy and go to healers and healers and healers, but until you make that conscious effort to put your time in to do the work yourself, then things won't change. All right, that's enough of that.
I just one thing to add to that. I watched an AT&T, video. They put out videos every year for us to watch and help us improve, right? And one was similar along this about mindfulness and doing the you work and talking about the breathing and stuff like that. And just like, hey, I've been hearing that for a long time. Because that's exactly what you talk about, doing the you work.
It is. It's that friggin' you work. It's the you work, which is great stuff. So tonight we're going to talk about the wellness tip. Casey, this is your favorite part, I think.
Pen is ready.
One of your favorite parts of the show. Okay, here we go. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about an allergy relief, because this is a season for people that are suffering with that beginnings of the ragweed. You know, that goldenrod that comes out that's so beautiful. Well, a lot of people can't breathe right now. They get the stuffiness. It feels almost like a head cold. So we have to take care of that. We got to clean that up. And one of these great herbs that we can use for our well-being during this season, and really during most any season, is nettle leaf. And nettle is known as a stinging plant, the stinging nettle, because the parts of the plant that we want to use are hard to get to. So it is a histamine plant, which is interesting because that's the histamine effect that happens when we are around ragweed. But it actually works amazing to calm it down. It also acts as an antioxidant, and it also releases serotonin, and it's high in iron, iron rich, and it's considered a superfood, which is, when we're talking about superfoods, those are the things that are really gonna like bam and bring us up in a good way. So it can be used as a diuretic. So, and I like that too, because when we have that cold, we want to have that diuretic. We want to be drinking a lot because we want to release that phlegm. So anytime we have a cold or allergies, we want to thin that out. So using the nettle in a tea will make that work as a diuretic. It also helps to treat painful muscles and joints, and can help heal arthritis, help heal gout, and other skin issues such as eczema. It also has a great healing benefit for the urinary tract and bladder. So different issues that you can have in that area. What else? Like I said, I like to use it as a tea. There are other ways you can use it, and you can look that up. You can search that online. It is not for people who are on blood thinners because it's so high in that vitamin K. So people that are taking blood thinners don't want to have that vitamin K, because vitamin K is what's going to thicken the blood. It can be used to stop bleeding. Like, so if you cut yourself, you can use a nettle on the outside of your skin to stop that bleeding, because it is high in that vitamin K. And pregnant women should not take nettles because it can actually bring on contractions. So nettle, that's my wellness tip for you. It's good stuff.
Awesome.
I know, right? I'm sending you that booklet so you can take a look at it. And okay, there we have it. So we have about 15 minutes if you want to call in and you want to chat. 646-891-5252. That's what I have for you.
Maybe you could give us a little insight on your second book while we're waiting for that next caller.
You think so, huh? You think maybe I'm going to give you like a sneak?
Well,
thing?
Maybe not so much a sneak, but like, what's the status? When might we expect it? Is it going to be a Christmas present, or?
I am not sure that we will be able to get it out. It really depends on how long the editor has it. I haven't gotten the first draft back from her yet, and because there's it's like they do. Basically, our contract is we have until like mid-November for the work to be done.
Right.
So she's going through it right now. She sends me back a sheet that says, here's the things we want to work on, and here's your homework. And then I have to get busy, and I have to do the rewrites, add that in. She has to go back through with another round. So it has to go through several processes like that. And then, if we do it if we get it all done before the end of November, that's great. And if not, then we have to do an extension. So I work pretty quickly, so we can get it done, I'm sure, before November.
Right.
And then it has to get into that layout phase, which is like the design of it, the cover, and that all takes a little bit of time too.
Oh, absolutely.
So I would like to see it obviously before Christmas, because that's a great time to release it. But honestly, I think we're going to be looking more at the first of the year, realistically. even though, because I move fast and I know I could do it, but I can't lay it out. There's things I am not, talented in. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't sing, and I can't lay my book out in format.
Well, that worked out perfect because we have a caller now.
Okay, there you have it.
All right, here, let's go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Trish.
Hi. Trish, how are you?
Hi, I wasn't... Sorry, you kind of caught me off guard, and I might probably caught you off guard. I wasn't expecting to hear Casey's voice, and it went right to you. So, hello.
Hi, how are you, darling?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well. I figured because you're closing up this show, I thought I'd call in. So I haven't called in to say hi in a while.
That's good. I'm happy to hear from you.
I'm hoping. Do you have a word for me? Anything. I'll take anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the word, the word is like, hold on to that hope, like, because, and I feel like, I don't know if you're losing your faith, but they keep saying hope. So for me, when I get that word, it's always like, keep the faith, hope floats, everything will be okay. So do you understand that?
I do, but I feel like my faith is like, I feel like my faith is actually stronger now. My faith with God is stronger. Let's put
faith in your, how about
in the real world, and it may be a little bit different. Yes. So if there's that, yes. But I feel like my job, Jeannie, it's good. It's not making $1 million, but it's in the field of what I did before.
Right.
But I'm also incorporating something I really love with it. So,
which is
cooking. I am very good at cooking. I'm an excellent cook. And it's weird, and I'm helping elderly, and they love me, and I don't know, I really like it. So something is telling me to keep going with this, only because I think I texted you or I emailed you and said, like, I actually went to go get the drug test for this job, and the woman who drew my blood or took my urine for the drug test, right? I didn't know her. She didn't know me. It was in a different state. And she said, keep the faith. And I said, what'd you say? And she said, keep the faith. And I was like, oh. And she goes, for some reason, I see the Lord in your eyes. I can tell you. And she started crying. And she goes, I see the Lord in your eyes. So keep the faith. And I said, I started crying. And she didn't know me. And she goes, wait a minute, hold on. What is your name again? And she looked at my slip from the job. And she said, okay, Trish. And I said, well, what is your name? And she told me her name. And I said, wow, that's like the best thing I've heard in a long time. She goes, you're supposed to do this. And I see the Lord in your eyes. And she goes, I'm religious. I'm telling you, I don't know you. You don't know me. I said, no. And I said, okay, I'm doing the right thing. She goes, just take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. And seriously, and I love what I'm doing right now. It's a little chaotic. I don't have a lot of time to myself. But I like it. So that part's good, but and church is great, but I don't know about the other half of things, and things I truly can't control for anybody else. So I'm kind of trying to do just for myself, if that makes sense, in an unselfish way. Just that I know I have to implement my own rules to make me happy, and to, regardless of how much I love my children, how much I love my family, I got to do what's good for me. And
yes,
I don't know if that makes sense. And I'm hoping my angels actually are listening to that. But I think so, because I think they're giving me the strength to be like, okay, keep going, do what you do. You get up at 4 a.m. for work, but you like it. So
right.
if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it does. I feel like I'm going to move on my own soon. That's what I feel.
Well, I feel like your angel. Well, I like you're talking, and I don't want to interrupt you because I don't know if there was a question in there, or because it feels more like a statement, like you're just saying, like, I feel like I'm good. You know, the angels are guiding me, so I don't feel like you really have a question. I just feel like you just want confirmation that you're doing well, and
am I doing the right thing? Yeah, am I doing the right thing? Is like, are my grandparents here, or is there anybody that comes forward? Because I know when I went to your reading, you got to read everybody, and you didn't read me, and I'm like, oh my God, I got no one.
Actually, I didn't read everybody. There was about 5 people that didn't get read at the group reading, and sometimes that happens because usually it does, because when you have a larger group, people will the information will come through, and for all of us, it's not necessarily just for the person that's being read. That connection can be made to the people that are around as well. So with any group reading, it's not going to be an individual event. But, you know, the love that has come through for you, you know, always with any kind of connection, whether it's been on the radio and we've done some private readings, has always been that support that you've needed, and it's answered those questions that you kind of loom. But we ask sometimes you want to know futuristic events, and the angels always caution, like, we don't want to go there because that's dangerous area. We want to stay right here. We want to be the love in this moment. And that's the most important thing.
Absolutely,
and what blocks us sometimes from receiving is we just get so busy, and we, you know, you have high energy, and so sometimes that high energy can be the block. It can be like, all right, you're going, and they're like, okay, be still, slow down, relax.
That's the other thing with this job. I never, excuse me, the ragweed. This job is, I mean, it's like almost like a gym at the same time. So I'm getting worked out, like cardiovascular. I get home, I'm done. I'm asleep by like 9 o'clock, which is good because I don't know how to just, and it's been good. So even today I was off and I did stuff, and I just kind of relaxed, and I'm cleaning my room and have the incense going, my little salt lamp going, and I'm just kind of relaxing. Just
perfect.
Relaxing.
Yeah, you know, and I feel like the job is serving you.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm saying the same thing. I feel like your job is serving you. I feel like everything that you're doing is in that good energy. You know, you're listening and you're following that. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, they're supporting you, and you're on the right track.
Sure. I think so. I definitely think so. I love my job. It's weird. I love it. And I don't need to make $1 million. I just love what I'm doing, and I love the elderly people where I work. I do. I just love them.
Right.
And I don't know. I can just relate to them. It's very sweet, and their feedback to me is great. And it's just nice. I like it.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
Beautiful. Well, Trish, thank you so much for calling in, and I appreciate it.
Thank you for being on tonight. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it too. All right. Enjoy
God
the
bless.
rest of your
God
summer.
Bless, sweetie.
You too. Bye. Hugs and kisses to all of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye. Well, here we are. We are at the end of the show, and I want to just reach out to our callers and say thank you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your bravery. I know it's not always easy, and I appreciate it. And those people that came last week in spirit and showed up, you know, for that live reading, we're so happy that you were there. We're so happy and blessed that Spirit was able to, you know, show up and share the messages and so thankful for Luann and Cooper for sharing their incredibly painful journey in life and what their family has endured and how they are standing with grace in spite of all of those things. And if you haven't listened to the show, you're going to want to listen to the part where Luann tells the story about doing the can after surgery. And if you think your life is bad and you think you have issues, just remember the can. Beautiful. Remember, Casey?
I remember that.
That moment, right? And keep on the lookout for our information about our next live event, because there'll be one coming up for sure, and we will let you know as soon as we pick a date. Beautiful. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us here on Angels Don't Lie. And I know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night, and God bless.